So I am currently living in a dorm that's located in Midtown Manhattan, more specifically Midtown East, that goes for around $1,700 a month. Unlike where I used to live on the Upper East Side, Midtown East has an entirely different vibe. This area is literally the center of corporate America, so instead of it being more residential, Midtown East is busy with huge skyscrapers and tons of people commuting here for work Monday through Friday. In fact, there's basically no apartment buildings or condos here because this area is pretty much zoned just for businesses. Now the reason I'm able to live here is because this actually used to be a hotel. The company that manages this building actually bought it from DoubleTree about a year ago and converted it into a student housing space. And so now, here we are. Let me show you around. Okay, so this is what it looks like right when you enter the dorm room. I feel like it has a pretty cozy vibe and it's still pretty spacious. Right next to the entrance on the left is the closet. This is where I put all my shirts and jackets. Up above is where I keep most of my shoes, and down here is where I keep my socks and underwear. On the other side across from the closet, we have a door. It's literally just a door. This door connects to my next door neighbor's room, but we don't really use it that much. Right next to the door, we have this mirror over here. This is something that came with the room, and I honestly use it way more than I expected. And right across from that, we have the bathroom. Everything in here is pretty standard. You've got a toilet, shower, sink, mirror. Only the toilet and shower have a door that you can close, but that actually kind of makes sense because you're sharing the bathroom with a roommate. Below the sink, you have a little bit of storage space for toiletries and whatnot. Now this takes us to the main area of the dorm room, which is where I spend most of my time when I'm here. First, you've got the bed, which is an extra long twin, and underneath that, I have some extra storage space. Down here, we've got this dresser, which is where I store all my pants. There's this bin, which is where I keep a bunch of kitchen stuff. And then in the back, it's all kind of just like a bunch of random junk that I don't need to get to that often. At the foot of the bed, I have this lamp that also functions as a bookshelf. There's this bamboo tree over here just to try to make it feel a little more homey. And then down here, I have this side table, which is kind of where I just put random stuff that I don't want on my desk. At the other end of the bed, you've got the heating and cooling unit, this little alarm clock over here, a charging station, and this fan. Also, my keyboard is over here and more storage bins down here. Next to my bed, we have my desk. It's nothing special really. It usually just has my computer, my journal, and a notepad, and I like to keep this space really clean because it just feels good to have a clear space to get work done. On this shelf right above my desk, I have some pretty normal desk stuff. Post-it notes, headphones, calculator, portable charger. Over here I have a pen holder, and this is a light that I use for my videos when I'm sitting down talking to the camera. Also, you can actually open this window up here, but only by like 3 inches so people don't fall out. The view here is nothing crazy, just a big office building across from us, Lexington Avenue over this way, and a fire station over there, which can get really annoying. But overall, it's a decent view. You're at least getting some natural light and you're not just facing a brick wall. Now, this other side of the room isn't really mine. I share this place with a roommate, but he basically has the same layout as me. Bed over here, desk over here. On the other side of the bathroom, we've kind of created this little kitchen area. We don't have an actual kitchen in this room, but there are some other rooms that have like a kitchenette. It gets pretty messy over here because we don't really have any cabinets to store anything. But here's some pots and pans. We put it in this bin and then take it down to the kitchen to cook, which I'll be showing you later. I have a rice cooker over here, an air fryer, a Magic Bullet blender, and then just a bunch of food that doesn't need to be refrigerated over here. Next to the table, we have our trash can, this little mini fridge over here, microwave, and then more food up here. Also, we got this little floor lamp just to brighten up the space a bit. And you know I can't do this tour without showing off my painting over here. This is a painting I got from a local artist in Central Park. This is the view of the Brooklyn Bridge in downtown Manhattan from Dumbo, which is a neighborhood in Brooklyn. I absolutely love this painting. I will never get rid of it. In fact, I actually had to fight 2 old ladies just to get it. So that's pretty much everything there is to this room, but now I'm gonna show you some of the communal spaces and amenities that this building has to offer, which are actually pretty nice. Alright, so if you go downstairs, they have the communal kitchen, which is pretty big. They have like 9 or 10 stoves down here, a bunch of sinks with counter space, and tons of seating space everywhere to eat at. And then if you go up these stairs here, they have these 3 big study areas. One that's like a library, the other that feels more like a classroom, and this one over here, which is kind of like a lounge. So right by the entrance, they have this little area. I don't even really know what to call it. but people come down here just to chill or play pool. I've even seen a poker game late at night. And then this is the main entrance. You have to tap an ID card to get in here, and they always have a couple people working up at the front desk. If you go up to the second floor, you have the laundry room, and even though there's a ton of washers and dryers here, they still get filled up because there are so many people that live in this building. And down the hall from the laundry room is the gym. It's kind of small, to be honest. If you're someone who's really into lifting, I don't know that this is gonna be the gym for you, but if you're just wanting to do some cardio or like some more casual lifting, you should be good. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that our building has to offer. But I also want to take you outside and show you what's around the area. Right across the street on this side is an urban space, which is basically like a high-end cafeteria. They got Mexican food, Italian, Asian, Mediterranean, sandwiches, acai bowls, and everything here is actually really good, but a little bit on the pricey side. Across from us on the other side is a 24-hour Dwayne Reed, which is super nice to have. If you ever need to get anything super quick, they usually got you covered. They even have like microwavable food and snacks in there. Just for some reference, that's the Dwayne Reed. This over here is the urban space, and that's our building up there. And just in general, this area has a lot of good food spots, but it mostly caters towards lunch since most people here work and they go home for dinner at night. So to be completely honest with you guys, I feel like as great as my room is, not all rooms here are created equal. I got super lucky and ended up with one of the biggest rooms in this building, but just know that if you come here, your chances of getting a room like mine are somewhat small. So my friend Vincent has been kind enough to let me show you guys what his room looks like.
Well, hey Adam.
So as you can see, there's way less space between these beds here. It almost feels like they just took a single, put two beds in it, and decided to call it a double. And also his window doesn't face the street. It just faces the back of other apartment buildings and the AC units for our building. Not the greatest view. There's basically no sunlight getting anywhere near this room. So this is just something to keep in mind if you're gonna be moving here. It's a bit of a gamble as to which room you're gonna get. I'm just glad I didn't end up like poor Vincent over here. Sorry, bud. Alright, this has been a tour of where I live now. If you're a student at Baruch, Hunter, or LIM and you're planning on living here, feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. And also, even if you're not a student at one of these three schools, Found Study does offer housing to students at other schools and even people who aren't students at all. So definitely go check out the Found Study website if this is something you're interested in. I'll leave it down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.